Hey guys! So by now you guys know that I'm really into lip colors, right? So this video is going to be super fun for me. I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite nudes, and these are going to be ones that are like my lips but better. And we're talking real like nudes as opposed to like neutrals. So that's going to be stuff that's going to blend in on my skin tone, maybe a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit darker. And for reference, I am pretty firmly an NC50 in MAC. I am a 360 in the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, which is the one above Coconut Mocha. I'm also Mocha in the NYX foundation. Those are like some of my favorites right now. So there's a reference. If you guys are interested in a broader neutrals video, you can let me know, and those are going to be ones that are more brown or more pinky. But right now I'm talking things that are pretty much almost going to look like, are you even wearing a lip product? Like, what's the point? But they just make your lips look better. So let's get started. I have some glosses, actual like traditional lipsticks, and then liquid lipsticks. So the first gloss that we're gonna start with is the Butter Gloss from NYX. I just bought this. I'm really enjoying it so far. It is in the color Ginger Snap. I had considered buying Praline, but I thought that would look like something that I already had, which is going to be the next one, and I was being cheap. I just didn't want to buy it, even though it's only $5. They also didn't have samples in the store, so I couldn't swatch it, but I'm going to go ahead and show you Ginger Snap. As you can see, it looks like I barely have anything on my lips. It's pretty comfortable for a gloss. It's a little cool toned, but once it's on my face, it doesn't look that bad. And I think Praline was a little warmer, but I'm enjoying this. The next product is from a brand we don't hear too much about these days, and that is Cocoa Bean from Gerard Cosmetics. So this is pretty cool because when you open it, it has the light. If you're in dark conditions, it has a mirror on the back of it. A+ packaging, I guess. Now, Cocoa Bean is pretty much my go-to when I'm doing a neutral lip, especially if I'm doing a gloss. It's a fairly comfortable gloss. I don't have many glosses because I just dread that sticky feeling, but this really isn't too sticky. This is the reason that I didn't buy Praline, because I thought it would be similar, though I think Praline in the formula of the butter glosses is a little more sheer than this. This is a very full coverage gloss, which is, you know, a really nice thing about it. And I don't really have much more to say about that. Now we're moving on to lipsticks. The first one we're going to talk about is 925 Maple Kiss from Maybelline, color Sensational. Here is this packaging. This is fairly warm toned. I mean, it is warm toned. Maple Kiss is like the perfect name for this. It's just a reddish yellow maple. I can't describe colors. Let's just. So this one actually isn't a favorite, which I guess I shouldn't have included it, but this could actually benefit a bit from a liner. It's just a tad too light, but especially if I have concealed around my mouth properly, which I didn't do today, I could generally just throw this on and go. And that's what I'm looking for in these nudes. Next is 950 Untainted Spice, also from Maybelline. This one is pretty much a favorite, which is surprising to me because it does look a bit more cool toned. This is making me just like second guess my whole undertone situation. I always thought of myself as a very warm toned person, like very yellow. But I'm seeing that I'm starting to gravitate towards, you know, more of these cool tone colors. I don't know if it's a whole contrast situation. If you know more about that, leave a comment. I was gonna be like, what's my undertone? I don't know, just tell me and I don't have to work it out myself. But yeah. So these are very comfortable. They're basically just a satin formula. They're not matte if you're into that, but I feel like they're fairly long lasting, but I don't mind having to reapply. I feel like this just looks exactly like my lips and I love it. If I want to switch it up a little bit, and I've worn it like this a few times, I will put a bit of Maple Kiss in the center. Just to brighten it up a bit. And I'm sorry if like the zooming in and out is making you sick or if it's just irritating, but I started doing it and we're just gonna roll with it for the rest of the video. I'm really sorry. I didn't think about that beforehand. On to the next. Next is one of my favorites, and that is a cream sheen from MAC called Creme in Your Coffee. This is just one of my favorite MAC lipsticks. Yeah, I don't have much to say about it. This does look great with Chestnut, like a lot of lipsticks do. Here's zoomed in. It has a bit of a pinky tint to it, almost like a more toned down sheer version of Twig, I want to say. But yeah, this is a great nude. Another from MAC, this time a matte formula, is Whirl. Now this one caused quite a stir a few years ago when we were all into those dusty nudes, rosy colors. It's not really gonna look like that on someone with darker skin. It's just gonna look more flat out like a nude. I'm actually more fond of this with paired with Chestnut, but sometimes it's not bad by itself. It's not bad. Sometimes it kind of feels like my lips are gonna disappear, but this is one where if you're a little lighter than me, it would probably be perfect by itself for you. Now we're going into our last two, but there is a bit of a bonus on the back end, and these are liquid lipsticks. And the first I'm gonna try out is the NYX Lingerie in Beauty Mark. The only negative thing I can say about these NYX Lingerie is there's another one that I bought and they both are extremely drying on my lips. I've heard that tossed around about, you know, a bunch of different brands, Kat Von D, I think a couple people said that, ColourPop, but nothing has ever dried my lips out as badly as these lingerie lipsticks. Here we go. As you guys can see, this looks pretty perfect. It looks like there is nothing on my lips, or rather, it sort of looks like my lips are disappearing into my face, like just so nude. I feel like I'm gonna give it a minute to dry. I think it'll dry a little bit darker. It's sort of a moussey formula. It goes on comfortably. I don't know what liquid lipstick doesn't, but it's not a liquidy one. So I'm just gonna give it a few seconds to dry and see the finished product. Okay, here is the completely dry finished product. I actually don't think it looks too different, but you guys can be the judge of that. You already know my eyes are effed up, so, and I'm not wearing my glasses. Okay, the last one that we're gonna showcase, and the one that kind of gave me the inspiration to do this video, because I swatched it in Sephora. I got home and I was like, damn, did it wipe off? Like, it looked like there was nothing on my lips. I thought I was drinking water in the car. I was like, damn, like I drank it all off. But then I went to wipe it off and no, it was still on there. It had just completely blended into my lips. And that is this Everlasting Liquid Lipstick by Kat Von D in Hawkwind. Who would have thought? All right, here you go. And we're just gonna give it some time to dry down. I'm quite a fan of these. I think it lasts fairly during the day. I don't really have any issues with Kat's liquid lipstick formula. It's not super drying to me. It is what it is. All right, so we're dry at this point. It looks slightly more rosy, more natural. So yeah, this one is my ultimate fave. Alright, now I have two more quick ones that are just kind of like a bonus. I'm including them because they get the job done, but they're not necessarily my favorite. And these are just two bullet lipsticks. The first one is a matte by MAC called Taupe. It's fucked up. Now this is just a little light for my taste, but that's nothing that a bit of Chestnut can't fix, or any other liner. Dark brown liner. This might be great for somebody a little lighter than me, but for my skin tone, I need a little liner to make it just right. But it's comfortable. I like it. Lastly, we have a NYX matte lipstick. A reason that this isn't like a fave, didn't completely make the list, is because it's a little dead for me. Yeah. It's just a little too cool tone. It's a cool tone, dark brown. It does really blend into my lips, but I just don't find that it looks that great on me. Oh, and it's in the color Maison. So yeah, this one is not the end of the world, but it's just a little too grayish taupe, cool toned for me. Maybe with different makeup. I don't know. Not feeling it, but it does blend into my lips fairly well. So here's another option for you. Now I just want to wrap up by giving you guys some liner options. I actually don't wear these as often as I could because I am pretty much addicted to Chestnut. But here is the lip pencil version of Whirl. I feel like this looks a bit pinkier than the lipstick. Something that's pretty much a perfect dupe for that is Mauve 831 by NYX. I have so many NYX pencils. This is just, what can I say about it? It's like 0.5 degrees cooler than Whirl. So Mauve is on the bottom. I don't know what it is. Whirl is like a little more rich. Whirl is on top. But I mean, once they're on your lips, it's pretty much gonna look like the same thing. Next we have Nude Truffle 855 by NYX. I'm not quite sure what lipstick this would go with, maybe the Kat Von D one. But I like wearing this by itself. So that is the third one. And lastly, we have Nude Beige, which is a little light for me. Yeah, when do I wear this? This would be a good center of the lip color. Jeez. And that is that last one below Nude Truffle. Nude Truffle pretty much blends into my skin. I can barely see it. But yeah. So there are some liner options for you. And obviously if you're darker than me, Chestnut would be great on you as a nude, as with any other chocolate lipstick. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me, and I hope that helped add to your list of things you want to try next time you want to waste money in Sephora and or Ulta. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.